How to replicate any YouTube long form channel, copy this strategy exactly. Now guys, this is going to be a step-by-step guide on how to copy almost any YouTube long form or ultra long form channel using AI, literally script writing, voice acting, thumbnail design, absolutely everything. This is probably going to be one of my most valuable videos that I've ever made on this channel, so make sure you're ready and locked in. And guys, this is the same framework that I've used to spin up numerous long form and ultra long form channels. Let me go ahead and show you one of them right now. So here we go. This is one of the channels that me and my team run. I can obviously go to the settings here. You guys can see the currency is of course in Australian dollars. And if we go to the analytics tab and I go ahead and filter this by the last month, of course, we've only done about $1,500 this month. But if I go ahead and filter this one by lifetime, in the last 3 years, this one channel has made close to $600,000 in Australian dollars. Obviously, I can go ahead and refresh this page again for you guys. No cuts. Let me keep talking so we don't have to cut it and wait for it to load. There we go, 583K. Obviously, I can go ahead and check the currency once again. It is Australian dollars. So of course, 583 AUD to USD. This one channel has made close to 400K USD. Now again, guys, I'm not showing this to flex. I'm simply showing you this so you understand that I'm somewhat familiar with this space, I suppose you could say. And you can take what I'm saying with however way you want to kind of interpret it. But without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Now, of course, really quickly, if you guys want to join my Discord server, it's discord.gg/1%. It's completely free and it's honestly just a really cool networking environment for other YouTube automation experts. And of course, this is not financial advice. Let's get straight into it. Now, first thing that obviously comes into play when you want to start replicating a YouTube niche is to find the niche you want to replicate itself. So I obviously have multiple ways that I kind of go about finding niches, but one of the best ways is Twitter, believe it or not. I can literally look up YouTube niche and there will be a ton of long form channels that are completely untapped that people are sharing on Twitter. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll for a few minutes and let's see if we can find something that is somewhat promising. Alrighty, and here we go. I found a perfect channel. So I obviously found this on Twitter. It's called Maximith. We're going to go ahead and find the channel on YouTube. Here we go, Maximith. So this guy is essentially posting videos like why it sucks to be born as a Native American woman, why it sucks to be born as a Greek concubine, stuff like that. Now, this channel, I'm going to tell you, isn't the easiest channel to copy because the visuals are obviously done with animation. And yes, don't get me wrong, you can do this with AI. It's just a little bit time consuming and tedious. So let's go ahead and find a different one. And here we go, guys. I found a super good channel. This is insane. So this guy here, Gumball Universe, he's essentially posting long form videos on the amazing world of Gumball. Stuff like when celebrities get destroyed by Gumball, every IRL reference in Gumball Season 8. Now, these guys are absolutely killing it. If we go ahead and check out their view stats, they're currently pulling in 3.8 million long form views a month. And obviously, if we go ahead and presume about I would say probably about a $7 RPM because some of their videos are over an hour long. That means this one channel in the last month has done $26,000 in revenue. Now, how do we copy this channel? Of course, we found our niche itself. So first thing is, of course, copying their script writing. Now, you guys know I have my own software, Produce.so, that can literally copy any channel script writing. You literally just paste in the URL and it copies the script. But I want to show you guys exactly how to do this without Produce. So this entire rest of this video is going to be completely bootstrapped. So first things first, you want to open a brand new ChatGPT prompt. And of course, we're going to find the video we want to kind of copy reference from. Now, of course, we're going to take a screenshot of their entire channel and we're going to head back to ChatGPT and we're going to paste this in. Now we're going to grab one of their videos. We're going to go ahead and copy the URL and we're simply going to download their transcript. Now you can get a transcript by literally just looking up YouTube transcript downloader and pasting in the URL. Because of YouTube's new terms of service, I can't actually show this, but it's super easy to do. So I've gone ahead and got their transcript right now. All we're going to go ahead and do is write up an insanely optimized prompt. And the reason why we've taken their transcript is so we can essentially have their entire script of their video. We can send this to ChatGPT and say, copy the exact style to a T. So all we've said is I'm replicating this YouTube long form, highly engaging niche for the amazing world of Gumball. I need you to replicate the example script style that I'm about to send you to a T. Now, this is super important. Same pacing, style, and AVD optimization. Make sure our script is optimized for viewer engagement. Pretend you're a YouTube script writing genius and guru. Also, make sure all the facts are related to the amazing world of Gumball and accurate to the lore and fandom. Now, the reason you want to make sure you say the lore and fandom is so it kind of caters to that specific community. Because again, majority of the time, we're not going to know anything about the niche that we're kind of doing. Now, I'm going to say my video idea is, I'm going to think of a very simple idea again. This is just for reference. We're going to do the dumbest moments in the Amazing World of Gumball. And all you're going to do after this is simply paste in the script that we just took from the YouTube transcript downloader. And then of course, you want to make sure you go ahead and enable deep research. This is insanely important, guys. I cannot stress this enough. Now, once we paste this in, it's going to ask us a few follow-up questions. Now, again, the reason why we use deep research, and you can get away with not using it, you can actually just use the other option. It's called web search. But the reason why we use this is so essentially all of the facts, all the timestamps, all the episodes are going to be completely accurate to the real thing. And there we go. It's going to ask us for a few questions. We're going to say we want it to be about 25 to 35 minutes. And we're going to say copy their exact style in every other aspect. Now, the reason why we're doing this is because we don't have to rely on trying this ourselves. We already have a proven concept and a proven script style that goes viral in this exact niche. So by replicating their same pacing, their same style, we should theoretically have a perfectly optimized script. And there we go. Great. I'll put together a highly engaging 25 to 35 minute YouTube script in the exact style and pasting of Gumball Universe. So while we wait for this, let's move on to the next part of this video. And that is, of course, thumbnail design. This is arguably the most important part, and this is where I probably have the craziest tool. So first things first, we have to grab an example thumbnail. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and copy their example thumbnail right here, and we're going to look up YouTube thumbnail downloader. Now, once we have the thumbnail, we're going to head back to a completely new ChatGPT prompt. So I've gone ahead and pasted this in. Now, this is super cool, and this is really where I have an insanely advantage, where I have an insanely over-the-top edge. This is my competition's thumbnail in the Amazing World of Gumball niche. Their vid idea for this was, and then you obviously give the title that we took the thumbnail from. Now, I'm going to provide this thumbnail to vidIQ. I need you to write me a prompt that uses the same style to create a thumbnail for the idea the dumbest moments in the Amazing World of Gumball. Make sure the thumbnail is insanely different to the example, and we just use it as a reference. Now, this is important because we don't want to just copy their style one for one. And here we go. It's gone ahead and given us an insanely optimized prompt that we can insert into our AI software to actually make us the thumbnail. So I personally use vidIQ. Once again, guys, not sponsored. I just personally love this site. Click on reference, go ahead and upload the URL of the thumbnail we want to copy. And now I'm simply going to go ahead and drag in this prompt that it just gave us. Now I'm going to paste it in a few times. And again, I want you guys to be aware, vidIQ is completely free. You don't have to pay for this. You can literally make like 5 thumbnails a day. So just keep using new accounts and it ends up being completely free. Now let me give this a few seconds and I'll cut back to when it is completely done. And let me just say, this is going to be insane. And guys, tell me this is not insane. It was 3 super optimized thumbnails that I honestly think are perfect, right? Like this looks like it would match the idea of the dumbest moment. So all I want to do is go ahead and download this thumbnail. Now, I personally like to do a few things. First things first, if you guys want to make adjustments, you can literally select to do anything, add text, add images. It is insane. What I'm going to do is open up Photoshop and actually make a few subtle changes to this thumbnail that I personally do to increase CTR. So we're of course going to go ahead and up the brightness a little bit. And as you guys can see, just by doing that small change, it makes it stand out on the Discover feed so much more. I'm also going to go ahead and up the saturation just a little bit, and bang, just like that, I think we have a perfect thumbnail. So not only have we just replicated their exact thumbnail style, but we've also got our script cooking right now, and it's about halfway done. So copying their thumbnail design, this is insane, and we've completely ticked that off the list. Now, this is something I just want to quickly add for those of you that are familiar with ultra long form. So of course, this Gumball channel is a regular long form channel, meaning the RPM is about $4 to $5 because we're doing 10 to 30 minute content. But it's always worth experimenting doing ultra long form in long form niches. So if we know that the Amazing World of Gumball works in long form, chances are it does work in ultra long form, meaning 2 to 3 hour videos that are entirely made with AI. And again, we already have the blueprints to make this video. So by just increasing the length, it isn't actually any extra stress on us. And funnily enough, these guys have started experimenting with ultra long form. I mean, look at this, 12 hours of Gumball lore to fall asleep to. 12 hours long. That means that they probably made about a $40 RPM on this one video. So that one video alone probably made them close to $7,000. And again, it's always worth doing, even vice versa. If you find an ultra long form channel, chances are it'll work in the regular long form niche. Now, next thing is of course, video ideation. Now, what does this mean? Video ideation is essentially coming up with the video ideas themselves. Now, this can be quite tedious. In the past, this would have been kind of the hardest part. But nowadays with AI, all we have to do is take a screenshot of their most popular videos once again, and we're going to make a brand new ChatGPT prompt one more time. So this is the prompt I wrote up. This is the Amazing World of Gumball YouTube long form channel I want to copy. Now, all I've said is pretend you're a YouTube automation expert. Make me 20 video ideas optimized for the Amazing World of Gumball fandom and CTR. Also make sure it's a similar style to the reference image provided, but not directly copying them. Now, by doing this, this, we're going to have that video ideation part of the process completely ticked off. And again, if it was up to me, I'd probably recommend using deep research once again for this step. But again, it is completely optional and you are going to find some pretty good ideas based in this specific prompt. And just like that, ranking Gumball's worst ideas from bad to catastrophic, how much trouble Gumball causes in a single episode, the most embarrassing things Gumball has ever done, how many times Gumball should have been suspended from school. Now, I would personally change this to every time Gumball should have been suspended from school, but again, it is completely personal preference. Once again, guys, once you've got that script completely finished, you can literally replicate the same process we've used for that idea and vice versa with the thumbnail design. Now, all that's really left is, of course, editing, which you can find an editor on Upwork, Fiverr, though I would recommend Upwork, or of course, discord.gg/creative paradise. Once again, that's a super cool environment and it's not sponsored, but you can get some really good cheap editors there as well. And for voice acting, I'd of course recommend using ElevenLabs for AI voices. It is by far the best. And if you're doing this for just regular long form, it's not going to be too expensive to use ElevenLabs for this style of content. Now, again, guys, if you do want to generate ultra long form videos and replicate any channel script yourself, go ahead and check out Produce. It is my personal software. It is insane. And again, if you guys want to join my public Discord server, that's discord.gg/1%. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.